2 moons had passed since Tawnystone and Blossompaw, named Blossom Light by Jumpstar and renamed Blossomshade by themselves, had announced they'd be making their own clan and rescuing the other cats after their own clan had just barely managed to rescue them. The atmosphere in the clan was tense at best, some cats already having pledged to leave with Tawnystone up the steep hills to form their own clan, Beetleclan. Couples and families could be heard arguing from time to time, going back and forth on whether they wanted to stay with Jumpstar or take a risk on bringing their loved ones into the unknown. Tinybirch could be seen nervously grooming herself on the other side of the clearing, as her mate Prickletail groomed Flaxkit aggressively. Shadowhawk and Emberheart were speaking in hushed tones at the edge of camp, quieting up whenever another cat brushed by. Brackenpaw, the brown Brackenpaw, that is, was speaking with her sister Halfpaw, and they seemed to be having a rather heated discussion. Halfpaw was crying, and it seemed like Brackenpaw might cry too. Blossomshade spoke with Tawnystone frequently, occasionally breaking off to speak with other cats. He had worn a constant frown on his face ever since he got back. Tawnystone avoided contact with Jumpstar and even Chaos Rift as much as possible. He spent most of his time speaking with his sister, Hatchskink, who'd risked so much to rescue them. One late half-moon light, he was even seen speaking to the 2 young healers after they returned from their meeting, and Rushclaw had already gone to bed. Something surely was stirring in the clan, and Jumpstar was sure it was no good. She'd worked hard to gain control of the unruly cats in this clan, who doubted her leadership, and she did not like this uprising that seemed to be occurring. But she elected to let them do as they pleased. If the cats unhappy under her rule simply left, it made her job of keeping the rest of them in line all the easier. One morning in Greenleaf it finally happened. Tawnystone and Blossomshade, as he'd renamed himself, announced to the clan that they were leaving, but not before a rescue was attempted. "Chaos Rift," Tawnystone called out. Jumpstar shot a furious glance towards her deputy before Tawnystone continued. "Rowandon is your son, and I could use your experience on this mission. I don't expect you to leave with us, but I need experienced cats if I am to succeed." Chaos Rift looked sheepishly away from Jumpstar's unreadable expression. "I will escort you on your mission, Tawnystone, and then escort you out of Mothclan territory once the mission is over. That is all. I cannot risk the security of my own clan for your group, even if Rowandon—" They didn't finish their statement, but enough was said. "Sparkcloud, Rowandon was your apprentice, and I know you worry over him. I could use your experience, too." Sparkcloud's whiskers twitched. Her loyalty had been questioned in the past. Though it had been moons ago, she was once on the side of the rogues that battled against Mothclan. But then again, so had Jumpstar. The leader cast an unreadable gaze onto Sparkcloud, neither disappointment nor approval visible in her green gaze. "I will help, but my loyalty lies with Mothclan." She stamped her paw, as if to emphasize her point. Tawnystone nodded. "I didn't think it wouldn't." The Golden Tom turned his attention to his sister, his littermate. "Hatchskink, I know you don't trust yourself after the last mission, but you never should have been put in charge at all. Rowandon and Brightwatcher aren't your fault, and I'd love one last chance to change your mind." The young warrior shook her head. They'd talked about the failed rescue before, and the immense weight that had been thrust upon Hatchskink's shoulders. The horror of not only having been kidnapped herself, but then being forced to leave behind her clanmates, it had taken a toll on her. Tawnystone simply nodded. He knew she'd be staying behind, no matter what he said to her. The rest of Tawnystone's group had gathered by then, 10 or so cats who he'd convinced to come with him to the new clan. "Emberheart, Tinybirch, you're with me." Chaos Rift and Sparkcloud slowly made their way to the 3 cats, suspicion and uncertainty in their eyes. The deputy had gotten a few words in with Jumpstar to save face before they left. Blossomshade turned to go with the other 5 cats, but Tawnystone stopped him. Blossomshade's fur ruffled. He was about to make a remark, but Tawnystone stopped him. "If I don't make it back, you're the only one who knows where the Loner's camp was. Show them where it is, Blossomshade. He gestured with his tail to the remaining cats waiting by the thicket guarding the Mothclan camp. Blossomshade's shoulders deflated as he let out a sigh. Make it back, Tawnystone. The Golden Tom simply nodded, brushing his tail over the younger Tom's muzzle as he led his little rescue party away from them all. Okay, I think I got the voices down a little bit better that time. They're at least maybe distinguishable. What's funny is that before this point I gave Jumpstar a distinctive voice and then I did not give Jumpstar any lines. That aside, before we get into the rescue mission and then ClanGEN itself, I know there's so many hurdles into getting back to this series. I've been away from ClanGEN for a while, so there's a backlog of fan art that you all need to now put up with. So I'll try to get through them as quickly as I can, but I need everyone to know that I appreciate every single one of these pieces, even if I don't spend a whole bunch of time talking about them. So just real quick. First up, we have this drawing of Cone Speckle with their little traffic cone collar, which unfortunately is lost in the new version. I don't know if that collar doesn't exist or if it just didn't transfer well. But we have this drawing of Cone Speckle from Cottage Cat, which I always appreciate your art. Then next up, we have this drawing of Prickletail and Flaxkit from Poke the Dog. This is the unlikely scenario that Prickletail leaves with Flaxkit and leaves Tinybirch behind, with Storkstorm comforting Tinybirch in the background. Next up we have this drawing of Tawnystone and Jumpstar. This scene seemed to resonate with a lot of you. This one is by Kerem? Is that correct? I'm trying. I think I said Kerem last time. I'm getting too focused on this. Anyway, I absolutely love how their faces are like pressed up against each other. There is some tension in this image and I absolutely adore it. Next up we have a couple drawings by Z Rainy Day. This first one is Tawnystone with a TNR clipped ear. Now that would imply that they've been neutered. So I'm not sure we're going to go with that, but I do like the creative liberties, that is for sure. Unfortunately, Tawnystone has kind of lost their scars because remember when I said when you're mecking about with the files that you should always back up your stuff? Oh yeah, I did not back it up and I lost all of Beetleclan. I am so upset. This one is also by Z Rainy Day, and this one is called In Remembrance, which is Bouncewing grieving and being conflicted about Weed Dawn dying, and then the dandelions are symbolizing Weed Dawn. Which, yeah, we've had some mixed feelings about Weed Dawn. They made so much drama, but they wound up being relatively chill as far as our villains in this series have gone. Oh my goodness, some of our villains are not chill. Then next up is actually not a cat from Mothclan or Beetleclan or even AntClan. This is a cat from our stream that we did a Sunday or two ago when we explored some of the ancient history of the national forest that the cats are living in, and one of these ancient cats is Mitebite. We all love Mitebite. The stream was a lot of fun. I will edit it down, hopefully soon. You have to understand it's a 3-hour stream, and that's very intimidating. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of lore that will hopefully come into play with this. I'm hoping to do an arc on it, but, you know, sometimes the cats have a mind of their own, and for a while we're going to focus on the new update and everything. But this is Mitebite. So this piece is also by Poke the Dog, and we love a good Mitebite. We love a good Mitebite. And then finally, this one is special. This one is special. They're all special to me, but this one's extra special because there's a speed paint of it, which is linked right here. Please click on it. You can come back to ClanGEN, I promise. There's a speed paint, and it will be featured on my channel too. Thank you so much, Rainfeather. It is so good. Again, this scene really resonated with a lot of you. So, I love this. Thank you so much for sending me the full version so I could feature it here, and of course, everybody go click on the speed paint, okay? Go give it a like. Anyway, thank you so much, Rainfeather, for sending this in and doing the speed paint. All of you blow me away with your support, and I do not know how to handle those emotions. So I will awkwardly say thank you, and then we will get on with the episode. Go on that rescue mission. Now, that rescue mission may not go well. I am terrified. I am terrified because there's an extra step since the last rescue mission. They have to, one, find the place again and verify that the cats are still there. That's, you know, they had to do that last time. But now, not only do they need to sneak in, they need to find the new way in, because after the last rescue mission, maybe the two legs are not so keen on their cats escaping all the time. Just a thought. So there's an extra step now. They have to find the new way in. They have to find a new way to sneak in. So, on this patrol we have Tawnystar. You're not Tawnystar yet. Not until you make it out of here. You have to make it out of here to become leader, Tawnystone. So, Tawnystone, who has low experience, Chaos Rift, who has max experience, Spark Cloud, who has very high experience, Emberheart, who also has very high experience, and Tinybirch, who has high experience. Tawnystone has the lowest experience out of all of them, but they are insistent that they need to go back themselves. So, first up, we need to verify that the cats are still there. Tawnystone is leading the patrol, so we will have him start. And yes, the cats are still there. They've found the location, and it is still there. Next up, they need to find the new way in, which may be a little bit harder. So, Tawnystone? No. He can't find a way in. So, Tawnystone could not find a way in. Tinybirch, can you find a way in? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So they find a new way in, I don't know, under the vents or something, or through the basement. Something like that. But now they have to actually sneak in. So we have to roll for everybody here. I guess Chaos Rift is keeping watch outside until he hears yowls of terror. Chaos Rift said that they were only going to supervise, that they're going to escort them. And they will only get their paws dirty if absolutely necessary. So, Tawnystone, are you going to sneak in? Oh, no, 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 no. Right off the bat. Okay, so Tawnystone just barely got caught. Like, the roll necessary was an 8. He rolled a 7. Whoops. So Tawnystone is now alerted the two legs. Tinybirch, I assume you'll be able to sneak in. Oh yeah, okay, so Tinybirch is in successfully. Spark Cloud. Spark Cloud's experience level, and both Spark Cloud and Emberheart, their experience level makes this... it works differently for them. So, Spark Cloud? Oh, just barely. They trip and fall, their tail doesn't balance them because it's short, and they are this close to face planting on hard concrete and alerting the two legs, but they just barely manage it. And Emberheart. What about you? Ooh, Emberheart as well. Oh, this is gonna go so bad. Oh, Tawnystone went in with such confidence. Ooh. Okay, so I don't think Chaos Rift is going to get themselves in danger yet. Right now they are keeping watch. They know that they know that things are in trouble, but they are not going to involve themselves just yet. Not until they know they're needed. So Tawnystone and Tinybirch are trying to flee from the two legs, and Tinybirch and Spark Cloud need to actually rescue them. Too many T names. I think I mixed that up a little. So first of all, Tawnystone, you need to evade capture. Oh, they are just barely not getting caught. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Emberheart, please don't get caught. Okay, they're okay. They're okay for now. Tinybirch, you need to try to rescue Rowendon. Let's rescue Rowendon first. That's a rescue. It's a dirty rescue, but that's a rescue, okay? Okay, Spark Cloud, you have a chance to rescue Brightwatcher. Any luck? Yes, that's a rescue. That's a rescue. Okay, maybe this isn't all doom and gloom. I didn't intend for it to be doom and gloom. Emberheart, yes, they're evading capture. Okay, so the question now becomes, well, first of all, let's get the rescued cats out. Tawnystone, well, Tawnystone is no longer in charge. Who's in charge right now? Sparkcloud with the higher experience, who's done one of these before. I think Sparkcloud is going, okay, everybody, get out. Rowandon, Brightwatcher, out. There are other cats that they can rescue. There are a lot of other cats that they can rescue. But first, let's get Rowandon and Brightwatcher out, because they're next in the turn order anyway. So, get out. Ooh, Rowandon has not escaped, but they haven't been caught either. Next up is Brightwatcher. Come on, Brightwatcher. Okay, Brightwatcher is out. Brightwatcher is out. That is one cat solidly rescued. Chaos Rift sees them climb out the window, and they're like, cool, cool, stick with me. Stick with me. We're gonna sit and we're gonna watch. We're gonna watch. So, Tawnystone needs to evade capture, no matter what. No matter what their next actions are. Tawnystone? Okay, not caught. Not caught. And then Tinybirch. Sparkcloud, do you want to risk trying to rescue anybody else? I mean, 2 of your cats are in trouble right now. 2 of them have to escape while being chased. Do you even want to risk rescuing any of the loners, rogues, and kitty pets that are trapped there? Is Sparkcloud the kind of cat... I mean, Sparkcloud has seen one of these go wrong before. I'm projecting my own thoughts. I want them to try to rescue one more. And I suspect that you kind of want them to try to rescue one more too. So I think they're going to say, let Tinybirch try one more. Or let Sparkcloud try one more, but Tinybirch gets out. If Sparkcloud fails, then they'll go. But Tinybirch has to leave. So Tinybirch, try to escape. Okay, they escape. No problem. Sparkcloud, you're going to attempt to rescue one other captured cat. And you fail. And I don't think they can justify staying any longer. And I mean, Rowandon needs to get out too. So let's... Rowandon, are you escaping? Yes, just barely. I think they slipped and fell, but they have just barely escaped. So now it is just Tawnystone, Sparkcloud, and Emberheart inside, and Sparkcloud is the only one who's not being chased. So Tawnystone, you've gotten the word. It's time to vacate. It's time to go. Tawnystone, you need to achieve a higher roll to sneak out because you are being chased. So... Ooh, that is the lowest possible roll you could have gotten. Actually, in fact, that's so bad that you've been caught. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Tawnystone has been captured yet again. Yet again. Ooh boy. Okay, so that means Sparkcloud, you're probably gonna try to rescue Tawnystone, right? That's what's happening? Come on, 3 times for luck. Okay, Tawnystone is uncaptured. This is a bit of a back and forth. But I'm gonna say that endangers both of them, so now both of them have been spotted. It's like Sparkcloud knocked Tawnystone out of the 2-legs' arms. Emberheart, can you escape? Again, you need to make the higher roll to get out. Okay. Emberheart is out. Now it just leaves Tawnystone and Sparkcloud, who are at this point kind of fighting with the 2-leg. The 2-leg's eyes are very much on them. I'm going to raise the difficulty of them escaping by 1, which isn't a whole lot. Tawnystone, please don't get caught again. Oh, I raised it by the 1. You would have gotten out. Okay, I'm going to say that if Sparkcloud rolls really well, that they both get out. That Sparkcloud distracts them long enough for them to both get out. So Sparkcloud, please, 1, 2, 3 for luck. Oh no! Spark Cloud's captured. Oh gosh. Chaos Rift has the cats with them that they came here for. The only two still inside are a traitor and one of their clanmates. Do they step in? Because if Tawnystone doesn't knock Spark Cloud out of their arms right now, they could be in a bit of trouble. Does Chaos Rift interfere? Because Chaos Rift is the deputy. They know they cannot be risked. They know that they cannot risk themselves and put their clan in danger. Do they step in? They're genuinely a good person. Of course they're a good person, but they have their son, they have the cats they came for, and most of the party, and they don't know how this is going to play out yet. I think I'm going to roll for it, because Chaos Rift is responsible and smart. What's the smart thing to do here? What's the responsible thing to do? I mean, they are one step below leader. Them being lost wouldn't be very responsible. But is it smart to step in at this point? Spark Cloud is in the two legs' arms. Tawnystone doesn't necessarily have enough skill. They can do it, and on average they would. No, on average they wouldn't. I think Chaos Rift has to step in. So, first of all, Chaos Rift has to sneak in. They are one step behind the rest of them because they are not in the building, but they sneak in with, oh my goodness, ease. Undetected, but now we're back to Tawnystone. Tawnystone, you have to make a hell of a ruckus to get Spark Cloud out of that two legs arms. Oh, ooh. Not rescued, barely escaping capture themselves. Spark Cloud, there's nothing you can do right now. Chaos Rift, you're undetected, so you don't get a debuff to capturing them. We can say Tawnystone distracted them with their epic failure. Chaos Rift, rescue Spark Cloud with so much ease, oh my goodness. And since Tawnystone has distracted them, we will say that Spark Cloud is no longer being detected by the two legs, so they have a chance to break out. We're back to Tawnystone, though. Tawnystone needs to get out with that higher... All of the attention is on them right now. It's nearly impossible for them to escape unless someone makes a distraction. We're gonna roll to escape anyway. Again, barely evading capture. Spark Cloud, you need to make a distraction. So how well are you going to distract the two-leg? Oh my god, well that's a distraction, but it's not the kind we needed. They are now also being chased by the two-leg. Okay, that's a bad kind of distraction. Chaos Rift is not going to put themselves in that kind of risk. I think, while they're keeping watch, they'll try to rescue one other cat, because they don't necessarily have to stick around. They could leave Tawnystone and Spark Cloud in the dust. There's nothing stopping them from doing that. But they're not that kind of cat. I think they will stay and try to rescue one more cat. Come on, Chaos Rift. I mean, I could almost say that that's rescuing two cats because you've almost tripled what you need, but I'm going to say rescued one more cat. So, unknown. So we've rescued a random kitty pet. And the kitty pet is going to say, I'm out of here! And almost get caught themselves because their skill level is so low. Okay, Tawnystone. Come on, you can make it out of here. Oh, so close. Spark Cloud, go for the distraction route. Spark Cloud's captured again! Oh my goodness, this is... Spark Cloud's captured again! Hooray! This is a nightmare. Chaos Rift can't put themselves at... If Chaos Rift steps in now, it puts them at risk. I think they're going to use their action to help the kitty pet escape. Because what's the point of getting them out if they can't get out on their own? So that is that they can then roll the next skill level up. And the kitty pet escapes. So the kitty pet is out. Tawnystone, please help Sparkcloud. Please. It's not good enough. Chaos Rift has to decide if they're leaving their clanmate behind or not. I think Chaos Rift is going to tell Tawnystone to get out, and Chaos Rift is going to take the heat. So Chaos Rift, you are distracting and breaking Sparkcloud out all at once. What kind of roll do you get? Oh, that is low for you. That is really low for you, but it's enough to get Sparkcloud out of the Two Legs' arms and put some of the heat onto Chaos Rift. Tawnystone, that wasn't enough. Now there's 3 cats running around the office that the Two Leg knows about. Chaos Rift, please, we need you. Please don't disappear on us. Jumpstar would be so angry, and I think everyone would be angry at me. Tawnystone, you still have a really low chance of escaping, but you need to put your focus onto that. Tawnystone's... Everyone's captured, okay? This is... We're juggling cats over here. The Two Leg just has a bunch of cats that they're juggling. Oh my goodness. Sparkcloud, you try to escape. Chaos Rift will try to get Tawnystone out, but their main focus is their clanmate. So, Sparkcloud, escape. Barely not getting caught. You lot are fairly skilled except for Tawnystone. Tawnystone has low experience. The rest of you have very high and max experience. What is going on here? Alright, Chaos Rift. You're going to attempt to get Tawnystone out and massively succeed. And then it's Tawnystone's go. No one's there to help them, so it's just up to the roll. Tawnystone? Not captured, but not out. Sparkcloud, you need to get out. You've been told to just get. Yep, Sparkcloud's out. Chaos Rift. Oh, this is a choice. Chaos Rift, all of Chaos Rift's clanmates are out. The only one left is Tawnystone, who they know really can't get out on their own. But leaving them behind at this point would be so unspeakably cruel. And also might cause a war with Beetleclan if literally everyone comes back except for Tawnystone. Might be a problem. So I think Chaos Rift says the logical choice is to help Tawnystone escape. So they're going to use their action to help Tawnystone. Alright, Tawnystone gets to move up a skill level. Please, it's still a hard roll. Oh no. So close, so close. Chaos Rift, help them again. Alright, they can move up a level. Tawnystone, come on, you have to get out. Just enough to get out. Tawnystone is out. The only one left in is Chaos Rift. Chaos Rift, there's no one here to help you. You can make it out. You've been sailing through these rolls, no problem. Please don't make this the time to roll 2 nat 1s. Come on, you can do it. Oh, yeah. That's a 30. Yeah, I think they're all out safe and sound. Plus an extra kitty pet. And this is Thymenettle. This is the kitty pet we brought back from the ranger station, vet clinic, whatever. Ignore formerly a rogue. I can change it later, probably. So this is Thymenettle, and we're going to say that they're expecting kits, because the cat code I copied actually came with 2 other kits, so we're just gonna say that they were expecting kits, and then, oh look, they had kittens! Look, here's Deer Kit, a little girl, and Lion Kit, another little girl. So, let's finally get into ClanGEN itself. And look, it is Greenleaf in Mothclan, I believe. Yes, Greenleaf in Mothclan, 100 moons. And we are back! We are back! So, I'm gonna... This first episode back may be a little bit weird because all the transition, everything that was going on, everything that we had to do to get here. I'm going to spend a little bit of time looking at all their relationships because they've been randomized. Because I was not going to go through and individually change all of those. No, 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 no. I don't hate myself that much. It was already enough of a pain getting them here. So let's go through the cats. And at some point, Violetmask and Badgerpoppy had Mousekit and Plumkit. I don't remember this happening, but they were there in the clan files when I transferred them over. So, I don't know. Also, whoops. Everybody except for our new friend Thymenettle is going to have the backstory of Clanborn, even if they were loners. Again, I'm not going through every single individual cat and changing that. It's just too much to ask of me. But, let's go through and see, I guess, everybody's relationships? Alright, let's do 1 moon of patrols, just so that, you know, we get something done. So let's send Chaos Rift out with Heavy Oak, and let's also send them with... There are so many cats, oh my god. So many cats. Let's send them with their son, daughter, I'm sorry. In the intro I said son, it's daughter. I'm bad. Let's send them with Rowendon here, and let's send them hunting, because hunting is important. So we'll send them hunting. They find strange burrow. Hesitate. We could check it out. Is a rabbit curled up and alone? Perhaps a buck recently kicked from his birth warren. The rabbit will feed the clan now. Excellent work. Let's send Feathercloud with their mate Weedspeck and one of their children, Hatchskink. Let's send you out hunting as well. They notice a commotion and find 2 squirrels chasing each other across the forest floor. Why does this feel like a trap? Hey, they caught it. Okay. Excellent. Maybe sometimes it's a trap. Who knows? Let's send our new friend Thymenettle out with Jumpstar. And who is trusted by Jumpstar? We'll send Brightwatcher. We'll send these 3 out. And they'll go hunting as well. A fox. Okay. Ah, a deer fawn carcass. One of your kits literally is deer kit. Let's proceed. They're smaller, but they outnumber it, and they manage to get the prize. Excellent work. Then we will send Pike Splash with Meadow Dapple. And let's also send Ash Slip, and we'll send them hunting as well. Distant Howling. Okay, it's Greenleaf. We can skip 2 events. And that sounds terrifying, and this is Pike Splash, and I do not want Pike Splash to die, so this is one of 2 skips. Skip! Whatever's making the noise may not be friendly to them. Yeah, you are correct. Then let's send Moss Mask out with Half Paw. Oh, I kind of forgot to mention the cats who left for Beetleclan. So, Tawnystone is going to go become Tawnystar. They need to choose a deputy. They took Smokethroat with them as their healer. Then Shadowhawk, Emberheart, those 2 lesbians went. Tinybirch, Prickletail, and Flaxkit all went together as a family. I couldn't split them up, come on. Then Ravenheart, Blossomshade, Brackenpaw, and Yarrowtree also went, although Yarrowtree isn't on here because I'm silly. So we'll send these 2 out with Rushclaw, and they will go herb gathering. They find a spot to sun themselves. That's not what you were here for, but it energizes them for herb gathering, but they didn't seem to gather anything. Okay. Then let's send Brackenpaw. Who's your mentor, Brackenpaw? Brackenpaw. Heavy Oak is your mentor. Hang on. Change mentor. Yeah. on their trade and skill later in life. Choose your mentors widely. Yeah, your mentors... Where's Heavy Oak? There's Heavy Oak. Oh, it does say formerly a loner. Interesting. I don't know why that happened. The other ones had apprentices, didn't they? Well, see, this is why I'm glad I write these things down, because otherwise I just wouldn't remember it. So, Bracken Black... Oh, Heavy Oak isn't available. Because Heavy Oak went with their daughter. So let's send them with Weaselbur instead, I guess. And... Conespeckle? Why not? Let's send them training this time. Conespeckle suggests, yeah, that's what we're here, for practice. Everyone has a nice practice session, picking up a nice selection of new tricks to try out on their next hunting patrol. Good. Then we'll send Violetmask with Badgerpoppy, and... Who are their kids? Are any of their kids adults by now? I can't remember. Let's send Fringeclaw. Fringeclaw? I didn't name you that. I think the game assigned you a name. Fringeclaw it is, I guess. Unless I did and I don't remember that. I don't think I did that. I really don't think I did that. Let's send them on a border patrol. So they come across a small dog right on the border. They have high experience. Violetmask has max experience. I think they can handle a small dog. Badgerpoppy hisses at the small dog, and the rest of their team back them up. The dog skitters back, yapping loudly, apparently shocked by the display, and the patrol breaks out into yowls and caterwauls, screaming until the beast's nerve breaks, and it runs from Mothclan border into the distance. Good job, you lot. And then Sparkcloud, Storkstorm, and... Marsheyes, don't you have a mate? Or... No, I'm thinking of your brother. I'm thinking of Meadowdapple, who has a mate. Let's send Marsheyes too. And they will go on a... Let's send them on a border patrol as well. Storkstorm is good. Oh, AntClan! Look, they're in the game! Look, I did it! It's wonderful! As your patrol is checking the borderlines, they notice an AntClan scent has strayed into their territory. I don't think they're going to antagonize them, but I think they will take a look. And then I will roll... If they encounter any cats, I will roll to see who they encounter. After poking around a bit, your patrol discovers an AntClan apprentice wandering nearby, hopelessly lost. The apprentice is distraught upon discovering they're on the wrong side of the border. And while Marsheyes understands it was an honest mistake, they still lecture the apprentice on the importance of respecting borderlines. Relations actually improved, though, so which random apprentice would this be? There's only one apprentice, so it's Smokepaw. Smokepaw, the one with the little rainbow collar! Aw, I wonder if they still have their collar. Okay, well, Smokepaw it is. I'm sure Birch Fur will have a good talking to you about that. And then finally, let's send Shrooby, Nectar Dusk. Nectar Dusk? I don't think I named you that either. I think it was just Nectar last time I saw you. Yeah, look. Nectar. Nectar Dusk is an interesting name. And then Slowthorn. And we will send them hunting as well. Just gotta make sure that there's enough prey to go around. So, patrol. They come across a two-leg nest. Didn't we just have a whole arc about this? But I've already used one skip on this one moon. What if they just get captured immediately again? I don't think any of these cats were captured before. I'm gonna cautiously hit proceed, and if one of them gets captured, I'm gonna be very unhappy. They have a successful hunt and ignore the two legs. Okay, good, good, good. And I think that's everybody for patrols. But I think that is going to wrap it up. This may end up being a long episode. It's a little hard to tell sometimes, but I will edit this down as best I can. Let's save that a few times. And, yeah, ClanGEN is back. We made it. Next time I'll start off with a gathering to let you know how AntClan and Beetleclan are doing. But for now, I'm still bad at outros, and I will see you in the next one. Particularly bad at outros today. Bye-bye! Smokenose and Crow Eyes are obviously mates. I did make sure that the mates loved each other because on my test clan, there was a situation where the threshold wasn't high enough for imported clans, and they just immediately broke up, so I did bump them up a little bit. Rushclaw and Slowthorn are related somehow, although I don't remember how exactly at this moment. Are they siblings? No, that's their child. I'm smart. Violetmask has a mild romantic interest in Bouncewing. This is not what I expected, but okay. What is this? Oh, I see. Their name is too long to fit in the spot. I see. But we'll have to see. So let me know if you saw anything notable that I'm just missing. We can go visit StarClan. Oh, I forgot to bring these two back to life. Hang on.